Hello YouTube friends! So I want to say first of all thank you because I just realized I have 51 subscribers as of today. That's way more subscribers than I ever thought I would have, so thanks to 51 people who actually enjoy watching me, I guess, repeatedly. That's really flattering to me and really awesome, so I'm happy. I was thinking earlier this morning and ended up deciding that I was going to ask you guys some questions and tell you guys some answers, and I realized what I'm actually trying to do is a tag video. And I feel like I don't really have the right or authority to start one of those, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Mostly in the sense that I'm gonna tell you guys the answers to a few questions, and then I'm hoping you all will respond in the comments, or even if you really want, leave a video response. But I'm gonna I'm gonna tell you 3 things that I'm good at, or that I feel that I'm good at in my pagan practice, and 3 things that I want to improve on, that are like current things I'm actually working towards. That doesn't mean these are the only things that I think I'm good at or that I want to improve, it's just 3 because that's a lot less to talk about. And when I say things that you're good at, you don't have to be an expert, it's just stuff you feel you do reasonably well. That's what I'm going to talk about, at least with me, so it's fine if you do the same. For me, to start, I think the thing I do probably the best, and this was something my fiance actually pointed out to me, and I totally agree. I'm just one of those people who's really, really good at fixing up my altar for every holiday, really being aware of what's going on seasonally. I am constantly, every day I wake up and the first thing I do is I check the weather, and I'm really in tune with what's going on outside. That goes for any kinds of things with like animals being born, birds migrating around, like that kind of stuff. I'm just in tune with it. And that's a skill that it really took me within the last 2 years to kind of get really good at that, and I'm pretty proud of it. So that what I'd say would be my best pagan skill. The other thing that I feel, number 2, that I do reasonably well, and by this I mean I am not at all, in any way, don't even think I'm saying I'm an expert, but I'm okay at working with crystals, and I like it. If you've seen some of my other videos, especially my first few, I really, really like crystals. I have a lot. I don't know anything about probably half of them, at least, maybe 3/4 of them I don't know anything about. I feel really comfortable working with maybe about like 8 to 10, so I feel like that's enough to say I'm reasonably okay with it. But there are so many out there that's like not even the tip of the iceberg. Like, so I feel like I do a decent job with the ones I work with, and I'm proud of that, and I worked pretty hard to do it, so that is number 2. For example, I work with this rose quartz like every single day because I wear it every single day. The third thing that I think I do reasonably well, and in a way I actually think I do really well with this, but I feel like it's almost cheating because it's not something I worked at. It's also kind of a weird thing, so I feel like I'm really good at dream interpretation, particularly with myself, obviously, but even with others. People approach me a lot and ask me to sort of interpret dreams that they've had, and the more I know a person, the easier this is for me, just because I can sort of read into things because I know their personality, what's important to them, that kind of stuff. But I feel like that's really important in my practice, because in my dreams, which by the way I dream probably 5 out of 7 days a week, I remember dreams. I'm just one of those people where I dream a lot and I remember them. And I do lucid dream on occasion. Like, frequently I will have nightmares and I will realize that it is a nightmare, and in fact I don't have to put up with this crap, and I will just change the dream. I can't tell you how I do that because I don't know. It's not something I've consciously tried to do, it just happens. So it's a skill, but it's not something that I really tried to do. But it does affect my life because all those dreams that I have tend to have really obvious themes pretty regularly. And they aren't even like things that, like, I don't dream really normal situations. In fact, a lot of my dreams, I should just do a video on dreams. I'll do that. Sometime I'll do a video on dreams, and I'm just gonna stop talking about it right now, otherwise this whole video is gonna be dreams. Needless to say, there are themes, and I feel like it tells me a lot about who I am, about the things that are important to me, and maybe even about the person that I'm kind of meant to become. So I feel like dream interpretation is really important to my practice, and I'm good at it. So, the 3 things that I feel I need to improve on. One of them I really did not care about or think this was an issue until about a week ago. I started reading this book called Marry Meet Again by Deborah Lipp, and she is a Gardnerian witch. This is like a biography, by the way, and it's a really good book. I like it. She's a Gardnerian witch, and she has a very strict sort of like rule set of what you should or should not do if you're Gardnerian. She's pretty much open to other stuff, but if you're going to be Gardnerian, this is how you do it. And one thing that I realized in reading this book, which I'm not even done with yet, but just like I've read like half of it at least. And what I've picked up on is I'm lacking some very basic skills when it comes to energy work, being familiar with what goes on in a circle, and kind of how to improvise things on a whim. And the reason for that is I don't do ritual hardly ever. Like I don't. I actually was pretty proud of the fact that I'm kind of a spur of the moment type of person when it comes to ritual, or just being able to kind of grab stuff and do it intuitively, and I do very informal things, and I feel like that's great. I really do feel that way, but I also feel like at times it's important to have structure, and I feel like I'm lacking that. So I really want to work on getting better at ritual, generally speaking. The second thing, and this is kind of one of the more standard answers that I think people will either have or not have as a skill, is divination stuff. I was pretty good at doing runes and stuff. I have some really nice sunstone runes that I either have already shown or will have to show. Words. Anyway, I want to get better at tarot cards in particular. And I also want to get back into runes because I just don't do them nearly as much as I used to. I was very much studying them like pretty hardcore, and then just a lot of stuff started happening in my life and I didn't really have time to do it as much, and then I just stopped. So that's something that I really want to actively work on, especially since I got this new tarot deck and I'm kind of excited about it now. So the last thing relates to what I'm doing right here, right now, and that is talking and interacting with people in the pagan community. However, what I'm actually referring to, this is kind of like step 1, is YouTube. The whole goal and reason I started YouTube is I wanted to get comfortable talking about my practice so that I could meet pagans face to face and not feel like a total idiot. Because I am full of self-doubt. I don't know, I just feel stupid, so I feel like everyone else has way more experience than I do, and I'm a solitary, so I can't know anything, and blah blah blah. So I really want to try and meet people here in town, or where I'm moving once I graduate. There's a big pagan community up there, I know, so I'm really hoping that will be a little easier for me. But like, for example, in this town right now, there's a group of pagans that meet every Sunday, and it's like an open invite. You can just show up and it's like coffee time. They just sit around and talk and kind of have a good time. And I've never been because I am way too shy and scared of meeting that type of person that's like, oh, well, you don't do it this way, so you're wrong. And I don't want people to make me feel like way more insecure than I already do, so I'm just way too scared to actually show up. But it's really important to me that I learn to do these things, so that's a goal of mine that I am actively striving to correct, is the fact that I will not talk to people face to face. Anyway, those are my 6 things overall, so if you would be so kind, leave some comments below and let me know what your 3 skills are and the 3 things you're currently working on. And if you're feeling really adventuresome and awesome, you could even leave a video response. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!